Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Coming to you from even a different spot. I can find so many different little spots around here. I'm sitting at a little table outside one of the bedrooms, and sometimes I just take the camera and walk around with it and see where the light's good or decent or the best or somewhere new, and then I go with it. Got to doing a little reading yesterday, saw a couple of videos and people talking about why they do a raw vegan lifestyle or a low-fat raw vegan lifestyle. And I just started thinking about it myself, and I started thinking, and hey, maybe ask yourself, what is your why? What is your why? Why do you do raw vegan lifestyle? If you do a raw vegan lifestyle, why do you do a high carb vegan lifestyle? Why do you do whatever diet or lifestyle that you are doing? So I had to I thought about that a little while, and one of the simplest answers that came to me is it works for me. It works better. I feel better when I'm eating low-fat raw vegan. Now the fat part of it's cyclical. I mean, I don't ever go high fat. I go through periods of a lot lower fat, not adding much covert fat, and then I go through periods like I'm in right now where I'm eating a decent amount of fat, but still probably not going, if I'm above 10%, it's probably not more than in the 12 or 13% range. But I'd say overall over the course of the year, I definitely do a low fat version of it. And like I say, not even right now. It's just that I am eating more avocados. I tend to be eating like 4 or 5 avocados per week these days, but I wasn't here to talk about the fat. I don't want to get derailed on the fat subject, but yeah, it works for me. And I have a good bit of data to compare it against. Well, but it may not be absolutely fair data, because as most of you know, if you've watched me for any amount of time, if you watch me for more than 3 or 4 months, when I take my little trips to the States to see my mom, I eat cooked food when I'm in the States. I'm not a fanatic. I'm not like, I don't feel like I'm gonna fall apart. I don't start freaking out. Yeah, I eat cooked food when I'm in the States. I eat sweet potatoes. I eat collard greens. I have a little vegan restaurant I go to. And I eat things that I don't generally eat. And I guess I can maybe, hey, some people say they can't get away with that, like they have problems with just little bits. Now, I'm not at my 100% when I'm there and I'm eating that cooked food, but it's not it doesn't kill me. But like I say, I know when it's available to me, I want the highest version of what's going to make me feel the best. Now, like I say, this video is about me. It's about my opinions. Not telling anybody. I don't even like to say that, oh, the raw vegan diet is better than a high carb vegan diet, or one thing is better than another. Just giving you an honest assessment of how I feel. And and I think I've got a little bit more data than some, because I actually do eat the cooked food. I go for periods when I'm in Costa Rica, except for, if I have some nuts in something or whatever, the things that I can't really know for 100% are raw. I'm fully raw when I'm in Costa Rica. And on this time, I'm not going to the States in 3 months. I'm going to wait till the holidays, so I'm going to be 5 months. So I pay attention when I go home to visit my mom, and I'm eating that cooked food. I really try to pay attention and observe, like, the differences, how my body feels. I don't have as much energy, but then again, why I said I might have to qualify some of this is I sometimes feel like I don't really know how to eat cooked food because I don't eat cooked food. So and I guess I just miss my process of the raw. So what I think I am going to do next time is, and I think that's why I don't do cooked food successfully when I'm in the States. I won't say I don't do it successfully, but I just don't feel as great. I think next time, because I always seem to be, it's an either or. If I'm going to have my raw, I always eat raw. If I have my cooked in the States, I tend to just eat the cooked and, do some potatoes and steam some vegetables or add something else, whatever. But I think next time I'm going to play with, like still keeping my salad in the evening, like having the big, having a big bulk of what I normally eat with just a little bit of cooked in there, maybe a sweet potato crumbled up, mashed up in the salad, maybe some greens, but just kind of keep it an even cleaner version of that. But yeah, why do I do a low-fat raw vegan diet? It's because I feel better on a low-fat raw vegan diet. so far, who knows, maybe your body changes, you go through different stages. I see all these people that fall and they do the why I'm no longer a raw vegan. Mostly I just look at that as drama and just kind of, I don't take a lot out of it. I haven't seen too many that I take very seriously that do those type videos, because I don't like that type video anyway. I think it's just useless. It's just like, look at me, look at me. It's just kind of a cry to get videos, to get views and attention. But yeah, I mean, you know, maybe I'll change one day, but right now I know for a fact I'm thriving when I'm eating a fully raw vegan diet. And another reason that I eat a fully raw vegan diet, I guess I should do more than one reason, is because I can, because I live in the tropics, because I have it available to me all the time. You know, even in this new location where I can't get out every 15 minutes, I'm starting to learn where to go get my food. I've been going out on my own after the first couple of weeks, and I've got stuff, you know, I've got bananas, and I can find bananas and mangoes all the time. I can get papayas, I can get pineapple. So I've got it all around me, and I've got all the greens around me. And okay, even though it's not, you know, hot like at the beach, I still don't feel any desire so far to eat any cooked food in this new location. But I've got it, you know. I do this raw vegan lifestyle. One big reason why I do it fully raw when I'm down here is because I can. You know, when I was at the beach, there just wasn't even a desire. It was so hot there that I've told you before that there were times before I even came to any sort of a healthy lifestyle that I just ate salads and fruits and smoothies and what have you, and light stuff in the evening, because it's just, when it's so hot, you just don't feel like the cooked food, the heavy food, something that's going to weigh you down. And one other thing I think too, I like to think outside. You know, it's hard to say what would have happened in different circumstances, because we can never know, because we're not going to experience those different circumstances. I like to think, you know, what if I'd have come to this high carb, raw vegan, whatever lifestyle, or started getting interested in it, or got converted when I was living in the States, or when I was living somewhere that wasn't very conducive to, you know, a fully raw vegan lifestyle. Like, to be honest, there's a lot of people that they're almost, and they're stubborn, and they've got to do fully raw vegan, but they're like a fish out of water. They're not in an area where it seems to be really conducive to doing a fully raw vegan lifestyle. I mean, I know somebody can do it everywhere, and it can be done, but if you look at, I don't care, you know, sometimes people get into like remote, like places like Alabama, or places in the South, Florida, you know, South Carolina, where Tanny is, but you got to remember, a lot of those people too they have access to the Whole Foods, they have access to the Aldis, so we're not necessarily, you know, there's places where it is seriously hard to get your fruit and fresh greens, fresh vegetables. But I like to think, and like I say, once again, this is just for me. I'm not saying everybody should renounce their life, you know, sell everything and take off, but I just kind of know how I am. If I'd have come to this lifestyle in other circumstances, whether it be geographical circumstances, or maybe it would be a different way of life I'm living a totally different life. Like if I would come to this lifestyle at 47, 48, and I was married, and I had kids, and I had responsibilities. Well, no. I mean, I like to think I'm a halfway decent and responsible human being. I would take care of my obligations, but I would probably, at least, even if it was down the road, I would start formulating my plan, I know. Because I know as soon as something, as I caught the fire on this, I know at least, even if it was 10 years down the road or whatever, I'd have to start formulating a plan in my head to when the kids were, you know, a certain age, or where I didn't have to be in their life every day, and, you know, hopefully your partner, your spouse would be on live. But I would be, my goal would be to eventually get to the tropics, or at least to get to somewhere where I could do where I could eat like I feel like my body wants me to eat. Like I say, that's just me. But yeah, those are, like I say, those are the biggest reasons that I eat a fully raw vegan diet. Even though I don't preach it, and I don't tell everybody you can't eat this, you can't eat that, and this is wrong. Like I say all the time, I'm just happy you're vegan. But yeah, I feel the best on a low-fat raw vegan diet. And I can, and it would be a no-brainer for me not to do it down here because I just get so much abundance. Now, don't get me wrong, I've only been back like a month, and I'm up here, and it's probably going to be some, I don't know, the coolness just doesn't really affect me that much. It's like, it's not cold enough, you know, where I'm like, oh my God, I just can't eat anything else unless it's warm. But who knows? I'm in the mountains. I might get the urge to make a stew or something one night. And if it is, it'll be very clean. But I don't think so. Like I say, down here in Costa Rica, I mean, my body just leads me to do the fully raw thing. So I don't know if you can take anything out of that. Maybe the one thing you can take out of that is just to figure out for yourself, what is your why? Why do you do whatever it is, diet, lifestyle, whatever that you do? What is it for you? Or do you have reasons based on how you feel within yourself? Or is it all influenced by outside sources? Ask yourself that question. That's a good one to know, why you do this. Anyhow, hope you guys like this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and I hope you are having a beautiful week, my friends. See ya. Peace.